Baby, we need time away. Take it to a finer day.
What is up? I am Mason Reacts. You are watching the best reaction channel on YouTube. This is Melanie Martinez Artist Spotlight Stories. I was gonna do this on the Diving Deep live stream, but it's like heavily copyrighted. Let's hop into it on this though. Get it.
When I was younger, I was really into photography. I was really into setting up photo shoots with friends, and I would do their hair and makeup.
Why do they chop her vocals like that? Or, I mean, her words like this? Why let her talk? They're chopping the space out of it. I don't know why I'm pausing so early.
Setting up photo shoots with friends, and I would do their hair and makeup and dress them up and do all these magical, kind of whimsical shoots. I think that was my first taste of wanting to put visual to something.
I know that that's her house. We learned that on the live stream.
Once I started really writing music and making music, I was like, okay, I see
That's
how
her
the
pool?
two fit together, and I'm really obsessed with both forms of art. How do I blend the two? So naturally, I just was really interested in visual art. Every time I would write a song, I would immediately see a music video in my head. I knew exactly the story I wanted to portray on camera.
Oh! K-12, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen nothing from there yet.
Directing is something that I definitely had to step into. It was probably the hardest role for me to...
Bro, do you know how hard it is to... Well, I can't even speak for this, but I can imagine how damn hard it is to direct a movie? Like, what?
Step into because I was so shy. What I was trying to achieve with K-12 was showing the...
Bro, I feel like this is what so many kids have right now. They have immense talent or immense, like, visionary things, but they're shy. That's a main problem, because that's what I had. I knew I could make videos like this. I have other channels and stuff. I knew I could make things like this, but I didn't want to be on camera at all. So I feel like there's like a large group of kids, just like Melanie, who are like extremely visually genius, and like they feel like they could do their own style of what Melanie does, like their own art form, but they're too shy to like make it happen at a big level. I had to say that.
From kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, and make sure that every song had a visual so that you can clearly see from beginning to end the story and follow along with the character. I had to cover a lot of themes that were heavier. Life isn't just rainbows and butterflies. I think it's really important to be able to express those darker, more real and honest emotions and storylines that aren't expressed very much in pop music.
I think that's why I like The Weeknd so much too. Like his older stuff is because he brought the darkness to pop music. And Melanie does that too. Jackpot. Tension though? Is this a song from K-12? This is a song from K-12. I don't care. I'm freaking listening right now. That was freaking fire, but let's see.
We started the album process right after Crybaby was released, so we started directly after.
While you were on tour.
Yes, when I was on tour, we were able to kind of mesh our creative process together, or like our writing process. While he worked on, you know, the drums, I would be in the corner working on the lyrics and melody, just like trying to find melodies and singing whatever melodies naturally came out.
Look at that environment. I want to be in that type of environment right there, where you've got an absolute genius artist and you are watching them come alive and build their. I want to be in right there, right beside her on that bed, or right beside him. Somebody, the YouTube gods make it happen. I want to be in an environment like that, with surrounded by
The
geniuses.
songs, it's so cool how they worked out like that, where they really feel like you're growing through.
And we didn't
the
even plan that. We
K-12
wrote all the songs completely separately, and then at a certain point, I was like, I really want it to go from kindergarten to 12th grade. And
Every song has specific sounds
Yeah.
to the subject of the song, so that it feels like a movie
Okay, this is about K-12
while
right
you're
now.
listening. We designed every song. We're like, okay, what's this song called? Classify it. Okay, let's
There's, like,
find
mixed sound
songs
design.
from the
Yeah,
classroom, or
exactly.
like the ruler hitting the table.
Oh, that's dope.
The teacher gave me notes.
Billie Eilish does
writing
that a lot
things
too.
down.
the sound of the engine turning on.
Yeah, the bus,
Yeah.
the door opening on the bus, and the windshield wipers.
Yeah, all of those
All
sounds.
of it just made them all into like they're the drums.
This is
Yeah.
getting me
It's
hyped
like
to listen to
kick, snare,
K-12.
and then maybe a hi-hat.
We got
and
3
then a
songs
bunch of
left.
Weird sounds like
Yeah.
that.
I tried to make you listen, but you won't. It's your way, right?
I'm so excited
know.
about that stuff. I feel like that's special.
It is very
concept.
special, and also the way we went about it was so natural.
That sounds
we were
so
just,
good.
Like, finding these sounds as we went, and I would just write down these titles that fit in with the theme of school, and you know,
This is on some big spoilers. I'm seeing shit I'm not allowed to see right now. I'm kidding. I honestly, I wanted
just
to
pull
see all this
whatever
early.
title fit the sounds that we were finding in that moment, and it really just everything just worked out
Yeah.
so well. Creativity isn't something that, you know, you can just like pull out of your ass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I
it
wish
takes
it
like
was.
being in the right environment and feeling comfortable enough to even receive that.
Mark my words right here, future Mason, you will be a creative genius. Right now, you're other types of genius, future Mason, but future Mason right now, you are a creative genius. Gotta manifest.
Information,
Don't get mad at me.
especially like for me,
Exactly.
because like the way that I write is like so. It's almost like an out of body experience. I'm almost like not even there. I'm just in it, and it's all a blur.
This is what I want to see right here. This is what I want to see. Raw studio sessions. I'm about to pay full attention to
And
this.
it's all a blur.
Oh, more of that. That's like right beside the kitchen and shit. That's how I would have my shit. Actually, I don't know. Bro, I want to be an artist so badly. So badly. Like, don't you guys just look at this and you're like, what a freaking amazing life. What an amazing life. You get to go to the studio. You're a visual, creative, musical genius, and you get to work on your craft all day. And you're basically like, let me give you a quick little thing right here. There used to be things called alchemists back in the day, and they would be so good at their work that they didn't want to have a job because they wanted to focus on their work, right? So what people would do is they would appreciate the alchemist's work so much that they just give them money and sponsor them, so that the alchemist doesn't have to go to his day job and he can only focus on his work. I compare that to current musical artists. Like Melanie is basically sponsored as an alchemist, which is she's a musician, right? But you could switch that word out with alchemist, and she's basically sponsored by her fans, and she just gets to live life with no worries about money. Money is not a worry. She only focuses on her craft. That is the position I'm trying to get to. I think a lot of other people are trying to get to that where it's only their work. But I'm yet to find my true work. Creative true work. Okay, we're getting too deep. But I know you Melanie Martinez fans. You're here for the deepness, but let's keep going. Shout out to you if you've made it this far in the video. Real supporter right there.
We don't have much time until we're too high up. We need to jump. Right now, on the count of 3.
It's from the movie?
Fear of death is irrational right now, Ben. Either we die in a few minutes, or we attempt to live right now. Okay?
Afterwards, we'll listen to it and be like, did we just fucking make
Yeah.
this song right now?
Same.
Like, it's just all a blur, and then we're done.
Yep.
And then we listen to it, and we're like, oh my god.
We're like, what?
What? Like, yeah.
And then we
See,
listen
I'm
to it
trying to
8
have some
million
shit
times
like
in
that.
the car on the ride home.
Yes, literally. The minute that I finish writing the song, I can immediately see the video. And if I can't see the video, I usually don't use the song. I think with audio,
Damn.
it's nice to be able to just get
You know what that means? That means she's really connected visually, musically. Like those are one for her.
that one sense, but to add the visual, you're adding another sense, and that helps people experience the story at a deeper level. With K through 12, I had such a clear vision of what it is that I wanted, down to, you know, the wardrobe and what I wanted the characters to be like.
Hi, I'm Maggie Bazzina and I play Kelly.
Hi, I'm Megan Gage and I play Celeste.
Hello, I'm Zanette and I play Magnolia.
This is from the movie right here.
Hola, I'm Cian Moreno and I play Fleur.
Hi, I'm Emma. I play Angelita.
Hi, nice to meet you, ladies.
Welcome!
As an actor, when you're approaching a character, you don't want to think about all the things that are bad about her. And although Kelly does a lot of things that are not kind, it's out of a place of insecurity.
Exactly.
Stop. Don't interrupt me.
I was gonna say when she introduced herself that she looks like a bitch.
The way that she responds to situations, it's a defense mechanism.
Why are you touching her?
We were all probably like a piece of shit at some point when we were in middle school or high school, you know what I mean? Like, just being a teen, emotional, moody. I thought it was really important to have that natural emotion.
Look at that
That's
hair,
really hard
though.
to express on camera,
No?
especially because you're just like, okay, camera's on, you're just like, oh, now I have to go into this.
I felt a lot of similarities to Fleur, especially when I was her age. I was going through a transition in my life, and I was picked on a lot for not looking a certain way or not being a certain way, and
This is really K-12 focus, which I like, because we're almost done with
really
Crybaby.
felt where she was coming from in that way.
Actually, we are done with Crybaby. The last 3 tracks are actually deluxe edition tracks.
Well, I was actually really worried about playing a character with an eating disorder
Yeah.
because I really wanted to depict it in a way that was respectful
Absolutely.
and honest,
Mhm.
as well as to not glorify.
Extremely overwhelming when everyone around you is making you feel like you aren't good enough.
I have to thank you endlessly for, wanting a trans woman to portray a cis woman. It was my dream, honestly.
I love Celeste. She was very solid, very sturdy. I appreciated being able to revel in the fact.
I wonder if I'm allowed to react to that movie on YouTube. Because guess what? I will fucking sit here like this and watch a damn movie with you guys if it's by Melanie Martinez, 100%. By the way, I don't watch movies. I haven't watched a movie in 5 years. I haven't watched TV shows in 5 years, if you can believe that. On my other channel, I used to have a video titled I have not watched TV in 5 years, where I explain why that is. If you're really interested in why that is, I'll give you a simple answer. It's because I went through a legitimate spiritual awakening. And I had no... Well, no, that's not the reason, kind of. That's like 50% of the reason. Well, who gives a fuck? You don't even care. But I will sit here and watch a damn movie. If I'm allowed, I will check. I'm gonna look for other people's videos. Man, I've got like 50 rants in my head right now. So let's go. Let's go. This is giving me a good introduction to K-12. Look at Melanie over there trying to fit in with the normal girls.
The fact that like she gets to be unapologetically type A. There's no one listening to me. Guys, the ball is floating away. I feel like I have a Celeste in me, but I'm also trying to like play it cool. So I'm just like, I'm not uptight, guys. I'm so down for like anything. And that like ownership over her personality, I think, is what I appreciate the most about her.
Damn.
Magnolia
What
is
the
definitely the complete opposite.
Yes.
Of that.
Yeah.
Complete opposite. I'm the one that's like, come on, let's just do it, kind of thing. Like pure-hearted,
Absolutely.
loving. Oh my God, I love
Goofy,
being her.
like silly,
It's
very
me.
lighthearted.
Mad in
just-
so many
yeah.
ways. So literally.
What's that?
I think it's a love letter.
A love letter from who?
I did a lot of fun playing Angelita. She was a slight version of my online persona, Lita.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it was like I got to actually bring her to life. She was just like such a strong, bit dark, so it's fun, just a little, just like a very, great friend for Crybaby
Absolutely,
during
like
this whole part.
really like Crybaby's a rock to lean on. You ever wonder who we were to each other in a past life?
Oh, for sure.
Rewind that part.
Really like Crybaby's a rock to lean on. You ever wonder who we were to each other in a past life?
Oh, for sure. Probably had hundreds of lives together. This was my first film. To be able to push myself past those boundaries of showing so much emotion in front of like a crew, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But then, with the help of you, like I just overcame that and pushed myself.
It was super important to put all of my anger out on camera because that was the exact emotion we needed to display. I would yell really loud right before she was doing the like knife. Yeah, the knife trick.
For me, just having that female camaraderie felt so wonderful and so empowering, so enriching. For me, I love the strawberry shortcake video, just the metaphor of boys being sharks that can smell blood in the water, and as soon as a woman can bleed, she's like raw meat ready to consume. And just that hit me on such a deep level. Just because people think you're sexual, you are sinful. And I think that that's a really important thing to talk about, because the female body is the female body no matter what, no matter if you think it's sexy or not. It shouldn't be my fault that you can't take it.
Jackpot. Strawberry short.
You and I work so well together because when I do hear your music and when I get the narrative, I do start to visualize hair, and that was the first thing that I thought of when I heard Strawberry Shortcake, and then I heard you were going to be on top of a cake.
Yes,
and
it was like the perfect whipped cream on the top.
It's over.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you have to have this hair.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite moments of shooting the whole movie, because we had talked about it for so long.
Yeah.
And I was watching the playback, and I literally
It's like a
had
beehive.
You'll usually send me a PDF of references for what you're thinking in general. The net is so wide of what it is that you cast as far as references goes. Oftentimes I'll look on the PDF, and right next to a reference from the 30s will be a reference from the 1700s. I have to distill everything down and make it visually fit into the world that we've created for Crybaby.
I'm gonna love K-12. Holy shit. All of these little previews have sounded
It's
amazing.
important as an artist to either share your own personal experiences of how you internalize things, how you feel, or the world around you, or the world that you're trying to create. Intuitively, I felt like it was my purpose in life to talk about subjects that were heavier, but that
Somebody told me that in the comments. I remember that.
were important to discuss through music, because music is like therapy. It can not only receive a lot of healing by
I've been getting therapy every time I do Aurora reactions.
listening to music, but also creating music, just like any other art form. My goal with making the film was to show how school can act as a parallel for life, and at the end of the day, I'm really happy with K through 12, and I put my all into it.
Alright, that was Artist Spotlight Story. I think this was good timing that I did this right now, because that's a perfect lead up into K-12. We got the three bonus tracks off the deluxe Crybaby. But if you were watching right now at 20 minutes, thank you so much, because you are a real supporter of me, and you're definitely a super fan of Melanie Martinez. I can confidently say that I am a super fan of Melanie Martinez 100%. That was the Artist Spotlight Story. Stay tuned for more live streams. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Too much to follow,